Alright guys, here's an update on the SRX. I got a jack under it, jacking up the motor. I got this pry bar right here. If you notice, I had to take off the little 10mm bolt that's down here to move the AC line out of the way a little bit so that I could get to 118 here, which is ratchet still on there, this 18 right here, and this 18 in order to get the intake cam sensor for this motor. You do have to pry it a little bit. You just have barely enough room just so you can get that 10mm bolt out, but I got it out. So the new sensor right here is going in. It just slides in right there. Make sure you lube up that O-ring a little bit and it'll snap back in there. Here's the 10mm bolt, which goes underneath it, and it barely fits in there with the room that I made for it. You might have to pry a little bit. The way I did it was just a little bit. Make sure you don't put too much pressure on it. Got some thread. It's a little hot, but I got my hand in there threading this bolt, which is a 10. There we go. If you see, the 10's right under there. So let me just tighten that one up. It's hard getting a 10 socket in there because you don't have much room. There we go. I got it in there. Clip it back in. Now I'll just drop the motor just a little bit so that I could get that those 18s in there. Okay, let's see. This 18's already mostly in there, so might as well just thread some of it in there. Nope, it's not threading in. This 18 in the middle is almost there, and then this 18 on the edge. Gotta move the ratchet so I could tighten it up. Got it, so let's tighten up this one. Once I start tightening up this one a little bit, the other ones are gonna kind of just go in and go into where they should sit. Let's drop the motor a little bit more. Okay, drop the motor a bit more. This 18 is starting to thread. Set the camera so you guys can see a good angle of it. thread it in there. We got the back 18. And for a little action. Tightens in. This one's getting tightened. Just remember, be careful with this heater hose here. You don't want to snap it. It's a Cadillac. Might be expensive. This 18's almost there. Okay. Now time for the middle 18. This one was a little tough to get the ratchet in there. I'll tighten up by hand first. See if we can get this ratchet in there. Like we did earlier. Just so we can tighten up that 18. There we go. Kind of tricky getting it in there. Nothing too big, but it's in. Get in there, tighten it up. These ratchets really come in handy when they have so many teeth. Well worth it. Got that one. Let's tighten up the last back one. That extension there. This one's a little hard to get to. Get all the tools out of the way. Now you get this box, which is it? Oh, never mind. Where's the 10? Here's a 10. The 10 for this AC line back here. Back where it goes. One little 10 on it. Doesn't need much tightening because it's one of those, it's not an actual nut like a 10mm would, but it's a little different. Doesn't need a lot of pressure to tighten it. It's just like a fastener. tight. Okay, now for the air intake box, which goes like this. Has little plastic ridges on it. And if one day you're looking for the AC lines for this car, you'll see them down here. The low sides down here and the high sides up here. I moved those lines a little too much to grab those. There they go. There we go. Let me show you what I mean. These right here, they're not actual bolts. There's one down there too. It's just to hold that in place. Then you got this hose that goes down here. Just the air intake hose piece. Almost in there. Has little guides on it. It's pretty weird. Let's get this flathead just to adjust it. Got that one. Okay, let's put that air filter back in there, which goes a little like this. There we go. Get another angle here so you can see this. Couple clips. There's one here. One clip. Two clips. There's one back here. Right there. Okay, all I need to do is put that intake hose back on, the cover up here, cover it up, and you should be ready to start. We'll see how it goes.